Hey, good afternoon. How are y'all? Y'all can talk. Good. Before we get started, did I turn it off? Okay, there it is. Before we get started, I'm going to open up with a word of prayer, and we'll get going from there, okay? Dear Father, I just want to thank you so much for this day, this opportunity to come before you and just present information to our parents and students today that will be beneficial for them for this upcoming school year. I pray, God, for your hedge of protection over us as we embark on this year, and I just thank you for that. Thank you for the parents that have come today and the ones who will be watching online, and I hope they'll gain a lot of information. In your son's name, amen. All right, I'm going to start off. I am Miss Dollar. Some of you may know me or have heard of me. I have been here at Faith Academy for 18 years, and last year I transitioned from preschool to 6th grade. I finally grew up. That's what I told somebody. But I am teaching Bible, and I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that your child will as well. I'm going to introduce our other teachers for you. They're going to stand up and wave, and we're going to go from there, okay? I'm going to start with Miss Winchester. Miss Winchester, she is teaching math. Miss Carlson, she is new to Faith Academy, but not new to our school. She's had 3 children here, but she is teaching literature. I'm trying to get everything straight here. And we have Miss Story. She has grown up too. She's been in 2nd grade for numerous years. Do you know how many? 14. And she's transitioned with us this year, and she's going to be teaching language. We have Miss Barber. She is our history teacher. And our last and our best person is Mr. Kirkland. He is our science teacher. He keeps us women all straight, okay? Well, we are so thankful that you're here, and we're going to get started. I need that black book. Is it in there? Did I put it in there? I forgot about it. Before we get started, I want you to just write, if you're not familiar with the school website, I want you to be. You can find vital information if you don't get it from me today, or if you can't find it. Go to www.faithacademy.us, and I want you, if you can, at some time, I want you to go and pull up. I have a paper copy. You do not have a paper copy, but it is online. It's the student handbook, the school student handbook. Go on and get that and read it. It tells you a lot of information about our school. It tells the philosophies of our school. And it tells a lot of general information, what we believe and what our mission statement is here at Faith Academy, and then it tells a lot of our policies. So, and there is some changes from last year. So just let you know, and that might be of help to you if there's a question that you can't get in touch with us easier. You've been given a handout that is from our 6th grade teachers. So it will follow along a little bit with our slide presentation, but you can read it later if you want to. Okay. All right, we're going to get started. Give me a second here. All right. Do I hit the button in the middle? Left or right? I'm sorry. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. All right. I will say this. Monday, you're having meet the greet. Meet the greet. Wow, that's something. Meet the teacher. Man, that's a tongue tie, isn't it? That is Monday. But on Tuesday, your student will come to school all day. And this will all begin. Arrival time. Students who arrive between 7:20 and 7:40 should be in one of the 3 places. In morning duty. And next week, we will have morning duty in your student's homeroom. So that will be just for next week. And then the next week, we'll start our regular duty, and we'll give them that information later on. They can be in the cafeteria having breakfast or in help class. Our help classes will begin probably in about 3 weeks. All buildings will be locked until 7:20. And if you may contact Life Church Child Development Center for before school care. They're open at 6 a.m. if you need that service. At 7:20, morning duty will begin. Students arriving after 7:50 a.m. will need to receive a green admission slip from the office before entering the classroom. We dismiss morning duty, and the students head to their classroom, and they get whatever, if they have something in their cubby, if they're having a phone they need to yonder, if they need to take care of anything business, they take care of it. But they need to be settled and in their seat before 7:50. And if they're coming in the door or after, they'll need to go get a green slip. So make sure your student is here on time. Feel free to walk your children to their classroom door. Please do not enter the classroom. Parents are asked not to congregate in the hallways or sidewalks. So, because I'm on an exterior door, myself, Ms. Carlson, and Ms. Story have exterior doors that lead outside. Mask or face coverings will be optional, but strongly encouraged for students in grades 1 through 12. Face shields and neck gaiters are allowed. Masks may not have writing or slogans. Basically, we want them to be plain. Please note, masks increase our opportunities to remain on campus. So, with that being said, just sort of think about what is best for your student, okay? Absences and tardies. Absences in excess of 20 require a doctor's note. Students with more than 20 absences without a doctor's notes will have to repeat the grade. Just a good rule of call. If you take your child to the doctor, just get a doctor's note. That saves you from having to go back or call them, or they lose your information, and that just helps you in the long run. And send that with your child the next day they return to school, and we'll take care of that in the office for them, okay? Instruction begins as soon as the bell rings at 7:50, so please plan to be at school on time. I'm going to give you a heads up, the ones that you are new here. The first couple of days, it's going to be really congested here at Faith Academy because you're new, you're trying to figure out the routine. So allow yourself a little extra time, at least this first week, until you can get your routine settled from your house to Faith Academy, and that will help you, okay? I'm just speaking, I speaking from the choir. I was a parent and had kids here as well, so before I started working here. Early dismissals. Please go to the front office. Now, our front office is under the canopy. You know, you park out in the front, you go under the canopy, go through this double set of doors into the glass office there. You'll need to have an ID. Specifically, if we do not know you, if you're new, have your ID. Only those listed on the student release form will be allowed to pick up your child. Ms. Barber's going to show, just hold up real quick, a student release form. You will see this on Monday morning when you come to meet the teacher. You will fill this out. Make sure that you have you have numerous people that can pick up your child and phone numbers that are good. And you also are able to change those periodically through the year if on need base, okay? So just remember that. No early dismissals after 2:30 p.m. That's just it's just a difficult time in the afternoon so if you need to dismiss, come earlier. All right, car line. Now getting here in the morning is going to be a little crazy, and car line is going to be a little crazy. So, but this year car line will begin all K3 through 6th grade will dismiss at 3:05. That's when the car line will begin. You will receive a yellow sign. Please hang that yellow sign out your window. That's okay. It's okay. Miss Barber's going to show you a yellow sign that you will get. That's one of mine. It'll have your child's name and our class. Hang it on. You can get like a pants hanger. You know, the little pants hanger with the 2 clips. And you can hang it on your rearview mirror. Very good. If you got 2 or 3, you can just make them a line and line them up. Or just put them in your window. Make it easy for yourself, okay? And then after you have gotten your child in your car, take the sign down. That lets our person that is calling out the students to come to the car know that you've gotten your child. All right, do not use your cell phone while in the car line. Distracted drivers are very dangerous. Students not picked up by 3:35 will walk to Life Church Child Development Center. Okay, here is a map of our campus. If you'll see where the red line is, the red arrow, excuse me, that's where our students will be sitting. I'm going to tell you at least for the first day or two, okay, until we get transitioned. We want to get them under one of the canopies, so it's just going to have to be this way for a day or two. I'm going to let you know that heads up, okay? If you're new to Faith Academy, you're going to enter from up at the top. That is Ziegler. You're going to come follow the dotted lines, and there's going to be 3 lanes of traffic. Stay in that lane. Do not jump lanes. Stay in the lane. As we progress, you will move up, and then you can get your child in your car, and then you can exit out, and you'll follow the way. That is online if you want to go back and look at it, if it might help you. If you're new, it'll help you. So, before and after school care, we'll mention again, is available from 6 to 7:20 through Life Church Child Development Center. After school care is available from 3:35 to 6 p.m. A registration form is required for all interested in these services, and students not picked up in car line at 3:35 will go to after school care. If you need that service, you can go over there today or Monday over here and speak with Miss Debbie. She can get you a form and fill that out, and that would take care of that for you, okay? Inside pickup. Now, we talked about outside pickup. That's on a day like today. It's a pretty day outside. There's no rain. But sometimes we do have to have inside pickup. It will be for rain, excessive heat, excessive cold, or et cetera, whatever we need to not let the students in the car line. When that occurs, you will be notified. All of us teachers are going to have a reminder that you're going to be asked to link onto your phone or sign up for on your phone Monday. So, and that will give you information on those days. So if you have 2 or 3 people that's maybe picking up your child, maybe one day and one another, you both may want to get the Remind app just to know what's going on, okay? All right, severe weather. The school does not close when severe weather arises during the day. However, parents are welcome to pick up their children if they wish, and that's at your discretion. Now I'll be honest, I live at the state line, so if I was having bad weather, I would get it before you most likely, and I may want to come get it, or I may just want to leave my child here. It's whatever your choice is, and you can use that for your best judgment. But our emergency closings will be announced in one or more of the following ways: an email, your remind that I just told you to sign up for, Faith Academy Facebook page, Faith Academy Instagram page, or your local TV and radio stations. They will all make those announcements. All right, phone usage. This is the school phone that is located in Miss Smiley's office or up in the main office, and there's a little sliding window that students can use it from time to time, only for emergencies or illnesses, okay? And we encourage our students to be responsible so they don't have to call you. But students will not be allowed to call home to parents for forgetting their homework, lunches, or athletic uniforms. So, we're trying to build that responsibility that they need to keep up with their things. All right, medications and health concerns. Any prescription or over-the-counter medication must be turned into the office, the school nurse, with a note from the parent given explicit instructions. Now, this is a tip that I did. I've taught preschool I've been teaching 26 years, but I've taught preschool for about 25. And I always told my parents to put the note and the medication in a Ziploc bag and hand it to me. Now, that was what I did. But in your case, you're going to take it to the front office and give it to the nurse or the lady at the desk. But I would put it in a Ziploc bag with the information. You will get a medical form. Miss Barbara's going to show you the medical form. There will be one in your packet on Monday for you to have. And if you need more, you just let us know, and we'll try to take care of that for you, okay? But please fill out that medication form for your medicine that your child must take at school. And please notify the PE teacher of any health concerns that your child may have. And you can let her know Monday of that. All right, protocol for illnesses. Temperature must be below 100 degrees. Please do not send your children to school with the following symptoms: fever, flu-like symptoms, vomiting, or diarrhea. We want to keep everybody safe and healthy, and just help us by doing that for your child as well. See, our health policy is listed on our website for a complete list of these symptoms. Children must be symptom-free for 24 hours. Additional time may be required depending on the diagnosis. All right, protocol for COVID cases. Now, please notify the school nurse at schoolnurse@faithacademy.us if your child or someone in your household tested positive for COVID-19. We will follow the guidelines given to us by the Mobile County Health Department at this time regarding notifications of exposed individuals, class closures, length of quarantine. So there is our school's nurse. Her name is Miss Kelly Skelton. Her office is across from the school office. Cleaning protocols. Last year, before we began school, Mr. Skelton had installed in every HVAC unit a bipolar ionization and filtration system. And that is to clean the air periodically through the day. Each class will have a hand sanitizing station. Students who use sanitizer as they enter and exit the classrooms. Students will wash their hands in bathroom breaks, at bathroom breaks, before lunch and after PE. But I do ask parents that I know that you've taught some protocol for that as well, so just continue to tell them to use that as well, what you've taught them in a positive way. Students' desks will be, and high-touch surfaces will be sanitized frequently, and increased measures will be used in the event of a COVID positive case. All right, chapel. We have chapel. We'll have it twice a month for our 6th grade students. And water bottles and water fountains. Now, our water fountains will be closed off again, but we will still have the water bottle filling stations, as I say. We are recommending that students bring a personal water bottle to school to use each day. Water filling stations are available throughout our school for use. Water bottles need to be resealable and leak-proof. They need to be kept in your student's backpack, lunchbox, or cubby. Label with your student's name, and a transparent water bottle is recommended. And we do ask that you not put like Coke or anything that's high sugar in there. That's really just mainly for water. And that's just something we just sort of ask of. Students have the opportunity to refill the bottles after PE and during and after lunch. There's a water fountain filling station next to the cafeteria. And I normally let my kids go before, after, and because I want to make sure they stay hydrated, as hot as it is lately. All right, emails and plus portals. Parents, you should sign in and check students' grades and assignments routinely on Plus Portal. Parents, I do ask that you do this. This is, I know that when my students were, my children, my husband and my children, they were here with us, we checked it weekly. And I really credit that. My children have been out of here. My daughter, she's 34, and so they had Plus Portal then, and I'll be honest, they succeeded. They've gone to college, and one's gone to grad school, and I'll be honest, it was a good teaching them good work ethic, communication, and how they need to be responsible for the work, and you can help them with that. So I just encourage you to check their grades so they don't fall behind, because we don't want to wait till the end of the quarter to have a problem. We want to take care of it quickly. Social media, only Facebook pages can be created by the classroom teacher, should contain the teacher's name. To minimize confusion, parent-generated group pages are strongly discouraged. Uniform policy. Please consult the student handbook regarding school uniform policies. That is where it can be found at the Faith Academy website. And that was where I was referring to you the first thing about going to the student handbook that is online. Students are expected to be in uniform compliance during school hours. Also in there, I want to make a note that they have made some changes in, I think, boys' hairstyles. So make sure you read that. And there may be some other changes in there about uniforms as well. So make sure you're reading that, okay? School supplies and personal belongings. Please label all the students' personal belongings with students' names. Why do I tell you to do that? Because we got a lot of kids here. That's all I'm going to say, a lot of kids. And there's 3 or 4 that may have the same first name, so make sure you put your first name and your last name, okay? That helps us if it gets misplaced, or we can help them find it. A list of required school supplies have been given to you. And if you've misplaced that, if you need one, I believe there's one located on the website as well. Rules and discipline. A list of class rules for 6th grade will be given to you to sign acknowledging that you agree to accepting them. These rules are posted in every classroom. If you need an extra copy, please ask, and we will be glad to get you one. Ms. Barber's going to show you the discipline form. You will sign this on Monday and return it to the teacher, and you will cut that bottom piece off, and you get to keep the rules, so you'll have them to refer to, okay? Lunch, my favorite time. Miss Sarah always has to eat. I'm always hungry, so I got to eat. All lunches will be pre-ordered through myschoolaccount.com. Lunch orders must be placed by 8 a.m. for the current day. Students will be eating in the cafeteria, and lunch visits will be postponed until routines are established. Our lunch time is from 11:05 to 11:35. And there are microwaves in there, and if you want to send something, but keep in mind, there's a limited number of microwaves during our lunchtime, and due to this constraints, you may wish to consider sending food items or lunch items that do not need to be microwaved. So, a limited menu will be available to students who forget to order their lunch, do not turn in their lunch order, and did not place an order by 8 a.m. We're not going to let them go hungry if they forget. If they're in my class, I'm going to take care of them. And I know all my other teachers will as well. They will have something to eat. Academics. Here's a list of our teachers and their subject and their classroom numbers. And that is located on the front of your handout that we handed you as well. Our grading scale, you can see there. And let me just please refer back to earlier. Let's not get to the point where we're down in the D section. Let's try to keep everything up high. We want to stay positive, and we want to be in a learning environment. So if you're having trouble or struggling, let's take care of it quickly. Homework. Homework assignments will be posted both on Plus Portal and the Google Classroom. No, students will be getting their Google Classroom codes next week sometime, or the next week. And each teacher will have one, and will give instructions in each class. Both written and digital homework may be assigned. So that's something else you too can check on too, parents. There will be homework. Help class. Help class will be on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays beginning at 7:20 to 7:35. And we're not going to start that for about 3 weeks, probably about 3 weeks. We'll let you know when we do. And if you already seeing signs that we need help, just let our teacher know or email them, and we can go from there. Students who have questions or need extra support in a specific subject may attend help class. Test schedules. Our 6th grade teachers will do everything that we can to coordinate our test schedule so that students will not have more than 2 tests per day. Library. Ms. Carlson will be taking the students to the library every other week, and they will be able to check out books from our Faith Academy library. Computer. All students will go to computer once a week. And I believe that's on Mondays, so, and they all enjoy that. Band and choir are 6th grade electives. Questions may be directed to Mr. Martin and Mrs. Sales. Private music lessons, questions regarding private lessons can be directed to Mrs. Tripp, Mr. Martin, and Mrs. Sales, and Mrs. Fridays. And their rooms are all located in the arts building. We are in the arts building, and they are downstairs, really by the double doors, I guess is what you want to say. So they're right there when you enter into that building. So, and you can direct those questions to them. PE, if you have signed up for PE, you will dress out. And PE uniforms are available in the Faith Academy bookstore. They will need a shirt and shorts and some, well, and you can have your own tennis shoes. They'll give specifics about that, I guess, in the bookstore. Cell phones and devices. 6th grade students who bring cell phones on campus must place them in a yonder pouch during the school day. Ms. Winchester is going to show us a yonder pouch. She's going to show you how it's opening, and then we will put our cell phone in. Now, if your student has a cell phone that is oversized and will not fit in there, we'll leave it on they will turn it off, and they will just leave it on the teacher's desk. Or take off their case. Whatever will work for them, that will be fine. And we'll work with them. No smartwatches or other devices are allowed on campus. We've made some new consequences for not yondering your device. The first offense would be the device would be confiscated and left in the office for 5 days. The second offense, devices would be confiscated and left in the office for 5 days, and the student would attend Saturday school. The third offense, students, their device would be confiscated and left in the office for 5 days, and the student would have a 1-day suspension with zeros on all work. All subsequent offenses will result in this consequence. The student's parent or guardian may come to the school and retrieve the cell phone before the 5-day period for a fee of $25. So yonder your phone. That's the only thing I can tell you. And I will tell you this, our teachers will be taking note probably on Meet the Teacher Day and the first day if your student has a phone, just to help us make sure we know who has one and who does not or wants to bring one. There'll be a class fee of $10 for Scholastic News and class activities. Teacher needs. See your teacher's wish list posted in the classroom on Meet the Teacher Day. Forms and paperwork. Forms will be available at Meet the Teacher to fill out and return to the student's section teacher. And Miss Barbara has showed you that. And you will have a folder on your student's desk Monday morning or Monday when you come. And we will need to have that taken care of. And then some of that you will take home and some of you will leave. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are looking forward to a fantastic year together. And thank you so much. Dismissed. We'll see you Monday morning or Monday sometime. Thank you.